Vegas Strip and all the action here. This is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. But today we start the new season with an AFC West division battle right out of the gate, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, here's Tua. That's going to be caught. Arthega right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tua now on 1st down. Open man, Arcega right side. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Touchdown! K.J. Hamler from 21 yards away. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. throwing on first down. Freeman. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Freeman. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Freeman. He finds his man, complete. It's Goodwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Off play action. Freeman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
To throw again, Freeman. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Still going. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
To throw on second down, Freeman. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams from 13 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9.
20, TX.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going for Hamlin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. For the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Freeman. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. If he got you the football and gave you a great opportunity, you got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Goodwin. There he goes, left side. Breaks through the contact and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 44 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. Williams going to be stop before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Williams will try again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And his kick is indeed good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first in. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Oh, that's
what an effort. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 57 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question, because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
On 1st down, Freeman. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll leave this one for White. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Tua going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Here's Smith to return it. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman. Short throw caught by Dosich. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
23 yards, the final tally. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are back within a couple of the lead. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with him. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the first down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
21G, 21G. Turbo 1, high. Let's go.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And how about that for just running out the clock? And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Freeman, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Freeman eluding the pressure right. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Shifts by him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 118 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Watts. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Freeman. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have come back to make it a 2-point game. Now Shudak for the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw there complete to Hamlin. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They get this out left. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Back to the air on 2nd down. Freeman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Looking to throw. Freeman. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off play action. Freeman. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
becomes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Freeman. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and that will keep the lead at 8.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. They'll try the right side here with White. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. K.J. Hamler. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Kind of picked themselves up from that one. He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Freeman. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
.39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
All right, come on.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
2nd down and 4. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They keep it on the ground. White again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed to get to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division